we are still on the passive reconnaissance. And remember, we started by knowing reconnaissance in cybersecurity as a military term or a term derived from military, which represents gathering information from the domain you want to launch attack on, or getting general information that can be used to attack a domain. So what we are learning being ethical hacking is trying to understand the way the black hat hacker operates. And we are trying to practice some of the ways they use in gathering information on a platform they do not have prior knowledge, and on a platform they have knowledge about. But we have started looking at the passive. And I said passive is when you apply some scripts or some functions to gather information from unknown platforms. So most especially could be the IP address of a particular domain that you want to find out, or you want to break into, or you want to perform penetration testing. And then all you need is just to use modules. Remember that we are using a technology called record what? NG, under which we are installing different modules, and we are deploying this module to get the required information. So to start with, this said that you have to start by updating your Kali, and then you install the record engine. And then because we have installed it, to start it, you just type record ng once you confirm your internet. So once you type record engine, and then it will launch the reconnaissance interface like this. And so this is the technology we are using, the reconnaissance. Now from here, we started by creating interface, right? A workspace where we will install our module and also load it, and then set it to a source that we want to gather the information from, and then launch the attack by running it. So just a quick one. Remember that if I want to create another workspace, I believe you still understand the syntax for creating a workspace. So simply say what? A workspace create, right? Workspaces, right? Workspaces. But remember that if I want to have an idea of the command, I can just simply do what? Help, right? So help will give me an idea. So this is the command I want to use. Through help, I've been able to know, oh, it's workspaces. There is S. So now I can use it to create my workspace. You can as well work on the default workspace, but working on your own created workspace is more professional, because it makes you to know where you are installing the modules. So create, so the name of your workspace, let's say what? Prosper underscore Eloho is the name of my workspace. Then I will run it. So my workspace has been created. How do I know if I have set up a workspace? You can see that is what is showing with my command prompts. So after this, the next thing is for us to start installing the module. Now remember, I told us that the modules in this case, they are just like collection of functions, like packages that carries all the functions that will be used to launch the attack. So after you have set up your workspace, the next step is for you to install your module. So I also explained that there are so many modules out there, so many modules, and this module have their area of specialization as regard to the kind of information you can gather through them. So I think we have installed 2 modules so far, right? Good. So now that same syntax we are going to follow. So let's look at the 3rd module. The 3rd module is who is underscore POCS. Hope you are writing now. The 4th module. I just want to run through some module and then I'll briefly introduce another topic which is still under reconnaissance, and then I stop there. So I said what? Who is underscore POCS. That is POCS. Who is underscore POCS. That is POCS. Now, what is the format? I will get it from where? Market what? Place. For those of you that were in the last class, you know what I mean by what? Marketplace. So when we ran that help, you saw part of the command that came out, marketplace was there. So marketplace, as the name implies, just like a place where you are purchasing these modules from. Okay? So that is why each time you want to install a module, you must reference what? Where you are getting it from as what? Marketplace. So marketplace followed by the name of, you say what? Install. Marketplace install. Marketplace install the name of the module, which is who is underscore POCS. Okay, marketplace, then you run it. So the module has been installed. So of course, as usual, once you have installed the module, the next thing is for you to load the module into the workspace you created. So what is the syntax for loading the module? For loading the module, you simply type modules, you type module, you type modules, then modules space loads, followed by the name of that module, which is who is. So when you are loading it, there's no point of you typing who is underscore POCS. Just type what? Modules load who is. Okay, now once you load it, so now we have loaded it. It's just like you have initiated it, you have activated it. Because after the installation, you have to load it. After loading it, yes. Have you installed your record engine? What error are you getting? Then check your internet. If you are sure of your syntax, debug your internet. Now, but just document your note. Let me just complete it and then I will wait. Now, we have loaded the module. Now we have to set this to a source that we want to use it to gather information from. And before that, I can decide to get some information about this particular module. I can just run what? Info. So info will tell me the version of the module. You can see the name of the module that I'm about to use to, draw information from a particular domain is who is POCS harvester. Author is what? Team Tomes. And then the version is 1.0 and some other important information that could be useful to you. Now, the info is optional. Okay, so just for you to okay, let me just take a look at what this module is all about. Now we have to set it. And part of the thing I'm able to find out is that, yes, the module is what set to default. You can see it here, source is default. But I don't want to set it to what default. I want to set it to a particular domain that I want it to gather information from. So that will now take us to using options, then sets, then the source should be written with capital letter. Then which source exactly, which domain do you want this who is to collect information from for you passively? So let's say I want to send it to anthonytimbers.com is the name of the website. You can put any website there that you know. You can put any website, which means that you are actually sending this particular module to go and gather information from that website. So for example, now, if I say, okay, I want to set it to which website? Remember that we are not allowed to go outside except if it is our own. Okay, let's say, let me work with the one I have. So Anthony, these are some global websites that are recommended or allowed to use. anthonytimbers.com. Okay, so I'm setting it to this and then I run it. So which means that what I've done is that you have specified exactly the domain you want to gather information from. Now, after this, you can now run it. So just type run and run it. Then it will start gathering what information. So let's see whether, what does it say? Say that we have a line 1 column, character 0. I think that should be internet. That should be something broken. See, I think it's internet because I noticed there was an internet interruption. So let's check this. Who is URL? Expected value line 1, column 1, character 0. What was the last? Let me see if Anthony Timber.com. Let me do options to another. Let me set to another domain just to say set source to, let's say, tech 0.com ng. Okay, so let's say info. Okay, yes, okay. Now let me run. Something broken. Please, let's apply. Let me know whether it's from my end here. So I'm suspecting network error. So it's supposed to have given us some details. But let me restart my record ng and go through the entire process again. But while I try your, let's see whether you are going to get the same thing you are getting. You deny access depending on the security of that site. Let's check for GitHub. Option set. Option set. Source for GitHub.com. Okay, so you can see it now. Once the domain you are trying to log into, if it deny you access based on the security, that is what you get. I mean, it's not able to get the information based on the security of that end. So you can see GitHub, United, the country, United States, and then you can see you have, it returned an email address. it return an email address. This one is returning email because I said that the who is focuses on extracting email and other domain related information. So let me quickly go to where we have exceeded here. Okay, so this is it here. So the one that worked for us is GitHub. So let me wait for us to confirm that before I take the next mode. Try to complete the ones that I have already compiled for us before you bring them out. Now let's install the fifth module, which is PGP underscore search. Are we writing? Module, yeah, PGP underscore search. That is the next module we want to install. PGP underscore. Let me see if I can project it for you to see. Yeah, this is it. 5 installation, PGP underscore search. So I've tried to explain it a little bit here. The PGP search module queries public PGP and GPG key server and related sources to find PGP keys or user IDs associated with a target email. So the full meaning of the PGP is what? Pretty good what? Privacy. So let me give us some time if you want to write before we go for the application. All right. So now let's start by installing the module marketplace. Marketplace install, marketplace install, install PGP underscore search. Now load the module, load PGP underscore search. Then let's just find out some details about it by just typing info. It's optional. Okay. So at least we know that we know the author of the module. How can we leave the back? Just type back. Come for class. Good day as the research. Concentrate now, guy. That call your name. Why are you laughing? You two want to stay as I'm researching. So now let's set it to a source that we want to gather the information from. Options, set, source. So let's say we want to get information from Bing. Then run finally. Let's to see if we can get information from there. No results found. No result found. So check your own. Let's see if you are going to get results. No result found. So that is what you can get. Now let's look at module 6. Module 6 is heaped underscore pastes. Let me go to the slide so that you can get the notes. So that result no found may be internet because as the time I ran it, this is what I got. So it pulls out some details. So you can try it again. Now, let's quickly look at module 6, which is heap paste. So I've also added description to what it can be used to derive as well. So let me give us some time to ask for API as a way of authentication before you can. So once you get to such, you can just find your way. All right. So what I will simply do is to go back so I can leave that particular module and then marketplace, install, marketplace, install PGP underscore search. Then sorry. So let me go back. Okay, no, let me continue from there. So marketplace, you are correct. Marketplace, install HIBP underscore paste. So what is it saying? Okay, this one, the API key is not found, like I told us. So we're going to leave it. This one is asking for API key before we can access. So let's quickly jump to the last one I have here, module 7, HTML module. HTML module. Module 7 is HTML module. HTML module. Looking at, I thought I showed it in HTML module. Okay. HTML module. So an HTML module downloads a target web page or pages and passes its HTML to extract useful recognizers, artifacts or artifacts. All right, so let's go there. So let's install it. Marketplace. Let's see if this one will also ask for API. Marketplace, install HTML. So this one too is that, okay, I think it's the former error that is still showing. The next one is, let's load the module, load HTML. Then let's find out some information about it. Okay, so we have, then we set it to option set source. Yes. Go ahead.
If he says that this
Option.
not harm, that's for the old one. Yeah. That's for the other one that will not harm you.
So let's set let's set our option to I'm looking at where we can get reasonable data. Let's set our option to custom.
Okay.
Let's say customer. No. You can use it based on the domain. Udemy, let's say want to, because we know that there are a lot of data there. There are a lot of learners information there. Students. Let's set it here. Then let's run and see if we are going to get. So value required for the creator option. Okay, so let me do something like this first. Options. Option sets. Creator. Let's say this. Then option set customer. Yes. Just want to use this too. Okay, now run. Okay, so we are able to get a report generated. So now you can see if you are going this way now where you do not have to use that source. You have to put what? The creator first. Now, this is what you need. Just copy the whole of this address. That is where you see the information that it has generated. Just right click on it. Make sure that you do not copy the string, the code. Then copy it. Then open your Kali browser and paste it. You will see the information it has gathered from that particular domain. So let me go there. Start a new session. Then and then paste. So let's run it. So you can see the information it pulls out from. If I expand this contact, you can see the contact of students that it pulls out from there. So remember what we did here. Let me come back here. So the reason what we copy, because it says that report generated at. So we copied this link and then went to browser to paste it to view what the report generated from our Udemy website. So you can expand it and see what contact it was able to generate three contacts, and then if you go on like that. So remember, this is the ant. That ant can be any name, just like where you create. That's why you don't use source, because you created your own before you deploy that, before you run the code. So this is where you cannot bring what? You cannot see what? On a browser.